So it's been 9 months since I worked at a warehouse now. Sobeys was okay, but I wasn't getting much of the hours and shifts I needed. Plus I wanted to explore better opportunities than the retail life. Then what better to explore something better and stable than working at a hard working, sweaty, exhausting job lifting and packing boxes all day. So here's the rundown. I am a workaholic just like my dad, and the idea of lifting stuff around and moving things all day seemed more ideal to me. So after going through a temp agency, they told me a warehouse was hiring. So after getting dropped off by my friends to the location, I was given a tour and was welcomed by 2 managers. After the tour around the place, the day manager said the only thing I needed to bring was my steel-toe boots, which is pretty cool I find. Knowing I don't have to worry about wearing any company clothes and just come to work in my casual clothes is just pure awesome. So since I start night shifts, the night manager is in charge. We will call him, Maz?
Howdy do, Ryan. Ready for work?
Wait, but you're not my manager.
Don't worry about it, man. Just go with it, you know? So today we got 7 trucks, and I'm gonna have you on offload, so any questions?
I don't remember in the script of Maz being hit.
Shh. Listen. Just go with it, man.
So anyway, I work the night shifts and don't get off till midnight, and can I just say that being a night owl rocks? I always hated of waking up so early and heading to my old retail job still feeling a bit tired, and trying to put a fake smile on my face dealing with some annoying customers ranting about how food prices are so expensive nowadays. Which they are, and how plastic bags weren't as good as the old brown bags. But at the warehouse, I don't work till evening, so I can sleep all morning and early afternoon. So I have all the energy and time to prepare myself. It's the first time I actually look forward going into work. So you would think working with warehouse workers all the time is better than customers, right? Well, sorta. Of all the coworkers I work with, I would tell you about 3 people that make my work interesting, to say the least. First, there's Mr. Tinder. He's the guy who likes to go on Tinder all the time during all of our breaks. He always swipes left and right to different taste of people on the app, mostly women, and always brags of his meetups with them. Look, what people do in their private life is none of my business. It's hard to eat lunch when he describes in great detail what he did with a woman he met last night. Like, dude, keep your love life to yourself. I'm trying to eat this piece of pocket here. He reminds me of those guys who got laid for the first time in high school and never stops talking about it through the rest of his life, let alone brag about it. There was this one time I was all alone on break about to enjoy some good old sour gummy worms for a snack, till Mr. Tender decides to call one of the women he met, and that moment, from listening to him talk, was something I wish I didn't hear. Hey, I had such a great time last night when we... Oh yeah? Did you like it when I... Well, there goes my appetite. Also, I'd like to quickly add that we may or may not use the pallet jacks as a scooter once in a while. I know you're not supposed to, but come on. Who else doesn't see those things like scooters and have the urge not to ride them once in a while?
Hey! No riding the pallet jacks! That's my job!
Then we have Drake. Drake was this annoying stoner brat who always picked on the workers for the fun of it, including me. During the hot summer of the first couple months working there, it feels like working at a greenhouse in the trailers. So taking our shirts off to cool off while we work was pretty decent since the dress codes were pretty relaxed and whatnot. So when Drake walks by me when he grabbed a drink of water, he would sometimes pour it down my back, and that would be annoying. Sup man, I figured this would cool you off. But Fiddle, if he did all that, why didn't he got fired? That's a good question there, sir. But here's the thing. Since being hired on, I am also part of the union, which includes benefits, wage increase, etc. All those cool swag. However, the only thing about unions I hate though, is when they keep the idiots like Drake in. And once you are hired on, it's almost impossible for you to get fired, unless you really screw up. Even the manager tried his best to get him fired with all the write-ups the other workers placed on him, but it was a difficult process. So oh well, way she goes. He stopped doing it though later on, but he would continue to pick on me and mock me. But little did he know, I am the comeback master. So instead of settling this with violence, I decided to end it with some good tasty comeback special. Careful, it's hot. After preparing some good comebacks, he went up to me when I was sitting around and he said, "Why, and you're gay?" I replied with, "Huh, I'm straighter than the pole your mom dances on. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I don't speak idiot. I would say you're the idiot, but that would be an insult to all stupid people. I'm not saying I hate you, but I would unplug your life support to charge my cell phone. Well, at least my birth certificate isn't an apology letter from the condom factory. After that little exchange, he decided to lay off for a while. Probably couldn't handle my tasty comebacks. Mamma mia, that's some good spicy comebacks right there, eh? The last coworker I'm gonna mention I don't really have a problem with. In fact, he's a cool dude. Let's call him Pablo. We always talk about interests we have in common like hockey, quoting lines from the show Trailer Park Boys. If you're from Canada or the eastern part of Canada, you would be familiar of the show. But if any American viewers watching this seen the show by any chance and like it, you're awesome. Anyway, while I haven't had any beef with him, there was this one time that I have to mention that was messed up. I was talking to a coworker of mine, just a normal conversation about work-related things, when all of a sudden, I felt my pants and my boxers drop to the bottom of my foot. I got pantsed. What the HE double hockey sticks just happened? Apparently, Pablo pantsed me, but it wasn't anything personal. It was a prank on his end that went horribly wrong. Cause knowing the warehouse, we always joke around with each other. Pablo just happened to take it too far that day. I pulled my pants up as fast as I could, feeling surprised and a bit embarrassed. I felt sorry for the two coworkers in front of me I was talking to, since they had to sadly see my eggplant emoji. They were disgusted and some began to laugh, as well as the other few coworkers that witnessed this. So what happened next? Did I turn to Pablo and use a death beam on him? Or did I just dramatically faint as my manager watches in horror and rushes in like,
Ryan, no! Why? Why? Why?
Maz,
Shh, it's okay. I'm right here, buddy.
come closer. I need.
What do you need?
A belt. To make sure my pants never get pulled down ever again. Okay, I didn't do that either. I laughed it off and I laughed with them. Look, the way I see it, you cannot always let the little things always get the best of you and ruin your day. Sometimes you just have to laugh it off. If this was in high school, then course this little incident would scar me for life and ruin my high school years. But this is work, and I am with adults who are more mature. Okay, I wouldn't go far as to call them mature mentally, but you get the gist what I'm saying. Anyway, after that little incident, I continued to head back to my station, and the manager came to me later on the day and asked me if the incident hurted my feelings, since he wanted to wind him up. I told him it was unnecessary and said I forgave him. The manager just shrugged and said,
Suit yourself. Oh, and make sure to wear a belt from now on.
To which I do to this day after what happened that day. After the shift ended, Pablo apologized to me and said he didn't mean to pull my pants down. His plan was just to pull my pants down, and he didn't expect my boxers to go down with them. But little did he know was I was wearing boxers that were getting too big for my small thighs that day, which explains the mishap. I told him I forgave him as long as he didn't do it again. See, I'm the kind of guy who wouldn't get so worked up all the time, let alone hold a grudge over a little incident to ruin my day, even though it seemed like a big incident. You would think I would get teased at work cause of it, but funny thing is, Pablo was the one that got teased. Coworkers were teasing him saying he likes to look at guys' butts, and he would just laugh it off as well. Heck, I even teased him about the incident once and said, "Geez, Pablo, if you wanted to get into my pants, you should have at least buy me dinner first."
Wow.
So yeah, those are the shenanigans that happened to me at my work so far. There are plenty of other shenanigans that goes on at work, but I figure I would save those for another video. If you guys have any crazy work stories you want to share, feel free to comment about it below. Also, big thanks for TheAMaazing for being part of this video. Please go check him out if you haven't already. He has some good delicious content waiting for ya that he baked made with love and memes. My social media is in the description if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Anyway, this is FiddleSkittle here, telling you to keep your belt on, in case someone tries to pants you. Okay, bye.
Listen, just go with it, man. Just go with it, man. It's fine. You know you like it, okay? What am I doing with my life?